How does the US use sanctions to control smaller countries in present days? Nowadays, the US utilizes sanctions, or the threat of sanctions, to exert control over other countries. Since the US dollar serves as the primary currency for global trade, many countries use it for international transactions and as a reserve currency. Smaller countries, which have limited financial resources and rely heavily on international trade and finance, can suffer greatly from sanctions. As a result, they have to comply with US demands to avoid facing repercussions. And sometimes, the mere threat of imposing sanctions is enough for the US to influence the behavior of other countries and advance its interests. This tactic has proven effective in various situations. For example, the US and other world powers leveraged sanctions to push Iran into negotiating the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, aiming to curb Iran's nuclear program in exchange for lifting sanctions. Iran came to the table primarily due to concerns about the economic impacts of ongoing sanctions pressure. Another example is the US sanctions on North Korea, which aim to halt its nuclear weapons program. The fear of increased economic isolation and the desire to avoid harsher sanctions have motivated North Korea to engage in diplomatic talks. Although significant progress has been limited, in Venezuela, US sanctions target human rights abuses, corruption, and anti-democratic actions. The fear of further economic hardship and international isolation has influenced the Venezuelan government's behavior and its stance in negotiations with opposition groups.